box and they have to take it to a UPS store, they have to take it to an Amazon store, and they have to take it to the post office, and they got to take it to the... Okay, so it's been a minute since I've been on YouTube, and I sincerely apologize to those of you who have been on YouTube with me for the past 3 years, 4 years. I sincerely apologize. I have been posting some shorts, which some of you have seen. Thank you for still being here. And to the rest of you who this is your first time seeing my YouTube, hello, welcome to my YouTube. And so a lot of you may have seen me originally on Instagram. I really always wanted to do some of these how-to videos to get persons to understand just the way of doing business in Barbados or in different places in the world that I have traveled to. I would have even done like a short video showing how to do public transportation in Colorado, in Denver, Colorado to be specific, last Christmas. But I wanted to do more of this kind of content, how-to, and if there are any questions you have, then you can shoot me a message, a DM, and I will see if it's something that I can facilitate, or if I can find somebody who can explain it to me, and then I can come and explain it to you. So, with that said, hi and welcome. Now, many people complained about how quickly I speak on Instagram. Honestly, it's a different platform, and it is a shorter space of time to speak to you. And so here is YouTube, which we call long format. And so because you can talk for longer, I don't have to speak like if I am at the Garrison Savannah. I still speak quickly. I can't apologize enough for that. I just generally naturally speak quickly, and then as a Barbadian, I speak quickly. So I will hope that you can understand what I'm saying. And so as I said, this video is going to be about how to shop on Amazon online from Barbados. Now, if that's the only reason you're here, you can skip forward to this minute and start the video from here. Otherwise, then the introduction was just a welcome for you. Oh, what I will say too is to other persons, as you can see, my braces are gone. The braces are gone. Hey. And so those of you who found me originally for braces content, I will still finish my journey because a lot of you started your braces journey because of my braces journey and experience. And so thank you for that. I wish I knew actually how many persons went to Smile Makers because they saw my videos. Like, that would be really awesome if in the video you can say, you know, I was happy to be going because like I knew what to expect because I saw your videos. Like, that would be very nice to know that I actually did impact certain people or more people than I'm thinking. There are 1 or 2 of you who did say that to me. Some people did say that I helped them narrow down which orthodontist they wanted to go to and which one they ultimately decided on. And so that's cool. And so, yeah, there'll be more travel information. Like, I have so many travel videos for you guys that I need to upload on here. It's just the time to edit, even just the enthusiasm to edit. It wasn't there. And so I apologize for that. But I missed YouTube. I did. I miss just sitting down talking to a camera, knowing that people will see this video. Now, for the real video. How to shop on Amazon online from Barbados. Now, the first thing I'm going to say is go on Amazon, amazon.com. That is the US version of Amazon. If you're traveling to Canada, it's going to be amazon.ca. And so specifically shop on the Canadian website if you are going to Canada, because if you shop on the American website, you'll have to pay the duties and the taxes to bring your shipment from the US over to Canada for you to get it there to then come back to Barbados. So try to help yourself there and make sure that you shop on the .ca Amazon if you are in Canada, and shop on the .com Amazon if you are in Barbados or the Caribbean. I think then there's a .uk version for the United Kingdom, for England. So just take that into consideration as well. Now, speaking from the .com side of things, the first thing I want you to do is go onto the Amazon.com, open it up, create a profile. Now, Amazon does this lovely thing where they allow you to trial their Amazon Prime. It's usually for 7 days and you don't pay. So, anytime you want to go shop on Amazon and you want to get the benefits of Prime, sign up for Prime. Just remember that by day 6, you need to cancel it so that you aren't actually charged for it. I don't know if I should tell you that, but I did tell you that, okay? And it's not a case where every time you go to sign up for Prime, the next time you have to create a whole new email address or anything. Amazon's just like, okay, we welcome you back. We'll give you another try. You try it again. You don't need it anymore. Cancel by the 6th day. No problems, no issues. And so that's the good thing about Amazon. So that's the first thing. Go sign up for your account and sign up for Prime. Now, when you're setting up your account, you want to set up your account to ship to Barbados if that's where you will be. If you're traveling abroad, you put in that shipping address, that the things come to you over there, and that's easy peasy because you usually know like the apartment number or the villa number or the condo number, then you know the street address or the building number, and then the county, city, state, and the zip code. Now, that brings us to Barbados. With Barbados, a lot of people don't know their zip codes. I'm gonna insert a clip here, or I will just do a layover and voice over this part where I'm just showing you in a screen recording how to find your zip code. So it's just going to Google and search for zip code Barbados and put in your particular area. So if you are from Cane Garden, if you are from Bel Air, if you are from St. Matthias, if you are from wherever, you put in your district and it will bring up the zip code for you. Now, most of the time it's going to give you a series of zip codes. It doesn't really matter. It's not like that specific in Barbados. Your mailman gets the post to you without knowing your zip code. It's just so that you can get through the process of setting up the address. That's the truth. And so sometimes it takes the zip code as BB and then the 5 numbers, or sometimes it's just the 5 numbers. So now that you set up your address and you set it up to come all the way to your house, remember putting your house number, your street address, your district, and then your parish, Barbados, and zip code. Now, again, if your house doesn't have a house number, the same way your mailman finds you is the same way Amazon is going to find you. And I would have said on Instagram that they call as well ahead for directions. And the persons calling are Barbadians. So when they call, you can give them the information and the directions to get to your house using landmarks. It can be well-known landmarks. It can be more localized landmarks in your community. And sometimes they will know because maybe they live near you. So you might be able to say, do you know the Red Bank shop at the corner? Or do you know KL supermarket? You know, you can tell them places and they might be able to say, yeah, I know there. So then you can go 2 left turns from there, 2 right turns from there, whatever the case may be. They can leave your packages in the garage just like how they would do if they were overseas. It's according to your preference, unless you want to say, could it be brought back to me another day? Can I schedule another day for a drop off? Or are you going to be in the area later today? Sometimes, I don't know if this could happen with FedEx, but I can tell you that in the past with DHL, I was close to home and they brought it to where I was. So I don't know if that's something that you have flexibility with like PasserX or DHL or FedEx when they're delivering from Amazon. Okay, so that's how to get your package to your house in terms of your address and everything. Now, the actual ordering online. Now, to order online, you need to have a debit card or a credit card. You can have your regular ATM card, which you use at point of sale. It will have a 16-digit number on it. Usually, I'm speaking from the perspective of CIBC, Scotia, because those are the cards that I definitely know. But it's usually 16 numbers at the front, 4444. Sets of numbers, and then it will have an expiration code on it, an expiration date on it. So it'll be 2 numbers / 2 numbers. Put your name as it appears on your card. So if your middle initial appears on your card, put your middle initial in when you are putting in your banking details. Your billing address can be the same as your shipping address. If you have decided you're going overseas and do some shipping, then you can still leave your billing address as your Barbados address. That's okay. And so the billing address usually is the billing address that you also had as your proof of address for setting up your account. In the past, you could have gone and attached an American billing address to your card because some places didn't accept a billing address that was local. Amazon does not have that issue. So you put in your information for your billing address for your card, and now you've added a card or a payment form to the Amazon. So you've added your card. It may ask you for the CVV number, and that's at the back of your card. It's 3 numbers. You tell no on that. You show no on that. And so, yeah. Otherwise, it will just take the credit card information. Once you've added a payment form, which is your credit card or your debit card, then you proceed to shop. Now, I always tell people, like, the benefits of using a credit card over a debit card is that credit can easily be refunded if there is an issue. Sometimes people make you go through a lot of hassle to give you a refund, but with credit, it can be refunded, and that's not a problem. Debit means that your money comes off instantaneously. So it's a little bit harder to get back money. It's like if you paid somebody and then you have to run down the person to get back your money. Whereas credit is like, I didn't actually give you the money. I just told you that I have the money, but I didn't give it to you. So, you know what I mean? Right. So it's a little bit better if you're shopping with credit card online than debit card, but you can definitely use your debit card. Don't feel like you need to go and sign up for a credit card. And if you want to talk signing up for credit cards, that's a whole other video and a whole other how-to. And me personally, I like a card that gives me points. I love a card with rewards. I don't like a card that's just a card. Okay? Right. Now, with that being said, what's next? We're going to now be on Amazon and we're searching for our items. So there's a search bar on Amazon, just like how there's a bar for Google or for your web searches. There's a search bar on Amazon. You go into the search bar and you type in what you want. Let's say you wanted to look for clothes to wear to an all-white event that's coming up for crop over. You go in and you put in white pants set for women or white pants set for white short pants set or white long pants set for men. You put it in and it comes up. You go through, you scroll through, you look at the stars, how many stars it has, 3.5, 3, 4, 4.8, 5. And then not just looking at the number of stars it has, but look at the number next to the stars. It's going to be a number in brackets. It's usually blue or black, a number in brackets. And that number tells you how many people have reviewed it. Because you can have something that has 5 stars and then it just has a 2 in brackets, which is just only 2 persons have ever bought that. I don't know that I trust just 2 people doing it. But when I see 4,000 and something, or 200 and something, or 300 and something, or 7,000 or 50,000 people have done this review, then I'm like, that's a lot of Frenchmen to be wrong. Okay? So you go in, you click on that number or click on the stars, and it takes you to the bottom of the page down by the reviews. And then you go into the reviews. Looking at the reviews, you're looking for things like the fit. If people talk, sometimes it gives you categories and you can see it saying like fit, green arrow up, comfort, green arrow up, sizing, orange arrow down or red arrow down. And what those arrows mean is one is trending in the positives, so people are giving it good reviews. One is trending in the negative, meaning people are giving it bad reviews. So if you saw something like that, it basically says the fit is good, it's comfortable fabric, comfortable fit. However, sizing is off. It might not be true to size. So if you look at the reviews, then you might see a lot of people saying things like, I usually wear a large and I got a large in this and I had to return it because it was sized too big. So I really should have sized down 1. So if you're going to get it, size down 1 to a medium. So you need to read the reviews to see information like that because it's very helpful. And I'm talking Amazon, but do not shop on Shein unless you read the reviews. And a review with a photo, chef's kiss. Okay. Honestly, I would love you guys to even get into the habit of writing reviews because as people who depend on reviews, I feel like we should leave some reviews. You know what I mean? Just saying. So, having the reviews there, it helps you a lot. You might say to yourself, "Ooh, this white pants set looks really, really good." And then you look at it and a person says, it might say for opacity, meaning how transparent or how thick or how solid the color is. You might see opacity with an orange or a red arrow pointing down, which we now know means trending negative. And when you click on that, everybody is saying, this thing is see-through. Even if you wear nude underwear or black underwear with it, it's totally see-through. Like, you know, it doesn't matter if you're standing in light or if it's dark, it's see-through. It's impossible to be worn for a formal occasion or out in public. It's more well suited for like a beach coverall or a beach setting. So you need the reviews. Please do not shop on Amazon without clicking on the reviews. I need you to understand that. Do not do it. Make sure that you go and you check the reviews. Okay. So once we've checked the reviews, now sometimes we can just heart it, or we can click add to list, or we can click add to cart. When we add it to cart, we're going to see it go into a little shopping cart in the top right corner of the page. Okay. And it's going to change from 0 to 1, depending on how many things you have in your cart. So you click add to cart. Make sure you pick the size that you want. So you would have picked white, just in case it came in other colors. You click on the white. You click on the size and you select small, medium, extra small, large, extra large, 2XL, whatever the case may be. You click on the size, and the good thing about Amazon is if it's just you shopping on your profile, Amazon learns your profile. So it will start to say, based on what you have purchased, we recommend the medium for you, because in the past you have always bought medium. But Amazon also takes the reviews into consideration. So sometimes you might be accustomed getting medium, but they know the reviews said that this thing comes big. So when you look there, it might say recommended small for you. And it would sometimes put a line saying, customers returned for this outfit not being true to size or being too large. So they size you down from medium to small. Okay. Because Amazon is like that. It is artificial intelligence. It has an algorithm. It goes according to sponsored stuff. It goes according to how much money is put into Amazon, what people are looking for. So in the back end, it's always working, learning, and becoming better with each search. Now, once you pick your size and you pick your quantity, because it will have like 1, but you can increase it to how much ever. And there's a little box sometimes that people don't see. It's a little box, and next to it, it might say the word coupon. It's usually highlighted in yellow or green, but it says coupon. And sometimes it would be like an additional 5% off or an additional 10% off of this product when it's checked out. So you tick that box to make sure you get that coupon, and you click add to cart. Now, when you're doing your search, always remember that, as I just said, Amazon also gets paid they're paid by certain sellers as well. So sometimes you might search for something and like the top 2 to 4 things might have a little word written marked sponsored in the top left. That means that, you know, those persons have paid for their things to come back first in this search. You need to review it. Check the reviews, because a lot of the time the sponsored thing isn't necessarily what you wanted, or it's not checking all the boxes that you have, but they recommend it just in case you want to get the sponsored thing instead of what you were looking for. Because sometimes you might be looking for something, let's say you have put in white short set, but then the sponsored ad was actually something that was like a white cargo set or a white capri set, and you're like, oh, I didn't even think of getting a capri or a cargo, and this came up. So you might be swayed to go there. That's how the sponsored ads work up at the top. It's kind of like when you go in the supermarket and you think that you've picked up everything that you want, and you're so focused. But when you get there by the cashier and you look to your right, they've got like all the candy right there. And then they've got a few other things. And now all of a sudden you're like, okay, let me just add one of these and one of these. And yeah, so that's how the sponsored ad works. It's kind of like, oh, I didn't know that I wanted this, but now that I've seen this, maybe this is better than what I actually wanted. Just keep that into consideration about sponsored posts that will appear at the top of the search. So you've added to cart, and when you add to cart, there's going to be a green bar up at the top that tells you how much percentage of it is filled towards your US $49 to get free shipping to Barbados. Now, what does this mean? Every product or every seller does not send items to Barbados. And every person does not send items to Barbados in such a way that qualifies for free shipping. So when we go back on the pant set and we see the first pant set and we click on it and it says, not available for shipping to your destination. Move along to the next thing. This one is available. It might say import fees and shipping taxes or shipping fees will amount to $12.90. This item qualifies for, or this item is eligible for US $49 free shipping, right? If you see that and this item was costing $20, then you know you need to spend $29 more in eligible items to fill that $49 US bar. So when you add that $20 set to cart, that green bar is going to fill up by $20 and it's going to leave $29 free, telling you you have to spend $29 more US on eligible items in order to qualify for the free shipping. So you go and you look now for a white dress for your sister or your girlfriend or your wife or whatever, or your best friend, and you put that in, and her dress costs $38. Okay, so you put in the $38 and that's now 20 plus 38 is 58. So it shows you, and it is an eligible item for the US $49. You check that, you pick the right size, you add it to cart, and you go into your cart and you see the green bar is completely full, saying that you have qualified for free shipping on US $49 and above. Okay, and so when you go and you do that, now you're like, ooh, we're at $58 and we're covered for free shipping. Now it might just be a case where she needs a bag, or you need a pair of shoes, or you need a belt, because now we got 58, but we can go up to 75 USD. That's our cap when we're dealing with Barbados in order to get free taxes, free duties, and then the free shipping. Okay, work with me here. So now what we need to do is we look for other things that are still also eligible for free shipping, because we don't want now that we only get free shipping on 2 items and then find something else that makes us pay for the additional shipping for that other thing. So make sure this is also something that's eligible for free shipping and we've already qualified for at least $49 US in our cart. So we can now just make sure we add eligible items. That's the best way to go. So we had $58 and we're going to 75, which means we have, how much money we got left? We have $17 left. Let's think about this. 58, 68, and 7. Yes. So we have $17 US left. Whew. The quick math almost failed me there. And so now we have 17 US left to find a bag, or to find a purse, or to find some jewelry, some costume jewelry, or to find a pair of flip-flop slippers, you know, whatever the case may be. We can now spend at least, at maximum, $17 US. So the guy might throw in a 12-pack pair of socks, which comes to $7, leaving back $10. And then for the girl, he might find a $9.99 pair of slippers, and those also qualify and are eligible for free shipping. And look at that. We come in at just about $74 US, or $74.99 based on the math that I was doing in my head and not really keeping track of there in the ending. But it might be $74.99. That is our total. Amazon should show us how much would be our shipping, how much is our discounted shipping, which brings the shipping cost to $0 once everything was eligible for the free shipping. And then our final total, and we have the total to be paid in USD or to be paid in Barbados. Honestly, sometimes it's cheaper to pay in USD because of the conversion rate. It works out to be a little bit more than what you're thinking. And so sometimes I pay in USD, but it's not like it's a hard and fast, I'm going to pay in USD or I'm going to pay in Barbados. That is kind of up to you, but I find that a lot of the time it's cheaper to pay in the USD. Something that I would have to research for you guys is if you pick to pay in BB, I think you're still charged the foreign exchange. I'm pretty certain you're still charged the foreign exchange tax. So, you know, and so once we have gotten to that part now where we click checkout and we make sure that all those numbers are correct, all of the shipping comes back to $0. The amount is totaling under 150 Barbados dollars or under 75 US dollars. Then we proceed to checkout. We confirm that the mailing address or the shipping address is our home address. We look at the home address and make sure that you have all the correct information. Then you also click on the payment and you make sure that all your card information is incorrectly. Then you scroll down and you look at the items. Sometimes now inside of your cart, it will say something like, do you want to check this box to reduce how much boxes your items come in? So what it means is that sometimes your thing might come in a box that has its name on it. And do you want that to be seen, or do you want them to take that box and put that box in another box inside of a brown box, which is like just saying Amazon on it so that it's hidden? So that's what they'll be asking you. A lot of the time, Amazon will default to sending it in just its original packaging because it's trying to be eco-friendly and cut down on waste. And so you have to select if you want it hidden. Now, if you know that you are shipping your items to some place where you are not going to be when they are delivered, I would advise for putting it into another box. If you are shipping to overseas and you might be going shopping on that day and you don't know whenever Amazon is going to arrive, I would say also ship it in another box. So take that box to say you would like it in another box so that it's hidden. That will appear. You will also see your items clustered. So it might be a situation where the short pants set and the socks might come together on one day. So it might say that is coming on one day. On another day might just be the dress by itself. And then another day might just be the slippers that are for the $9.99 by themselves. So you will see that it's the 4 items. And then you just scroll down and you click proceed to checkout or to pay, confirm payment, and it processes and then it's done. From there, what you can do now is you go up in the right hand corner and you click on the little person. It looks like a head and a body. You click on the little person and you click your orders, track your orders, click on that and it opens up and you see your orders, your 4 things listed there, and it shows you the days that they are coming or they're projected to come. And it will have a status bar where it shows ordered, then shipped, then out for delivery, then delivered. And so sometimes between ordered and shipped will take a couple hours, minutes, days, depending on where it is. If you were on like something like Shein, it would actually tell you your package is being packed at the packaging center and it's now prepped for delivery to the shipper. It will give you all that additional information. Whereas on Amazon, it just has ordered, shipped, out for delivery, and delivered. So once you see it go from ordered to shipped, I think that's when Amazon sends you the notification to your inbox to let you know that the payment has been removed. Now, once upon a time, Amazon used to do this thing where they take a lump sum amount of money. So if your thing came to the $149.99, it would take that equivalent in Barbados and then take the 2% foreign exchange tax as well. And that would appear on your card. But you used to get some confusion because then, like in 2 days' time, when it's actually shipped, you might see another email come to you saying, let's say the short pants set was $20 and the socks were $7. So the two of those are $27 US. You might see another thing coming to you saying that 40 and 14, 54, saying $54 has been deducted from your bank account and then the foreign exchange. And you're like, but wait, I paid Amazon all of this money already. But then when you look in, that main purchase might disappear. And then you only see the $54 and the foreign exchange. And that would keep happening until all of the items have been shipped. And then you would see the totals coming back to give you the $149.99. That's what they did before. Now they pull the money as the order is shipped. So each day you might see a different amount coming off along with the foreign exchange tax. Anytime you have a problem with Amazon, be quick to just message Amazon, say you're having a problem with this product. You go into the same order section. And when you go into track my orders, you will see it say like track package. It might have issue a complaint, speak to seller or something like that, problem with product, cancel order, update shipping, like if you wanted to change where it was going to, as long as it hasn't been shipped, I think you can do that. Or it depends on if it has been shipped and left the particular continent or state or something like that. But after a certain point, if you do that, it kind of almost completes its route and then reroutes. It's not like you can catch it mid-place and then toss it somewhere else. Yeah, just explaining that. Yeah. So you gotta try to catch it early if you need to change it. So if it was a situation where you knew that you were coming home and you were coming home from overseas on, let's say, the Saturday, but you thought you were leaving the Saturday night, when really and truly you're leaving the Saturday morning, don't risk it with Amazon. Like, usually they're really, really good and really on time. Don't risk it, especially like a Christmas rush time, or if you're someplace that has snowstorms, you can't do anything with Mother Nature. Like, if it's not getting to you like by the Thursday, run that thing to you in Barbados. Now that we have that option, run that package to you in Barbados, because there is nothing more heartbreaking than sending something via Amazon and knowing that it's going to arrive the day that you are leaving and just after you left. Sometimes it's even hard to get it returned because it's something that's already been delivered, and maybe you sent it to a hotel and I don't know if they're willing to put it into the courier or give it back to the courier the next day to say that it's being returned. And if you have a family member there and they have to return it, then they have to put it in a particular box and they have to take it to a UPS store. They have to take it to an Amazon store, and they have to take it to the post office, and they got to take it to the... So that you don't leave any headaches when you are leaving people's place, make sure your packages all arrive up to 2 days before you are leaving, okay? Also, it gives you enough time in case you need to return it, because when it got there, the size is wrong, the weight is wrong, because sometimes something might tell you it's going to weigh 10 pounds. And you not recognizing that, I don't know, 10 pounds just don't include all of the little extra pieces and blah, blah, blah. And just so you got something that's 17 pounds being arriving at your place, and you like 17 pounds. But my bag already is so at, it's supposed to be 50 pounds, and my bag already leaning heavily towards 42. So, the 10 pounds was already pushing it. But now you come and send me something that's 17 pounds, you're going to have to go back. You're going to have to go back. Okay? So I'm just letting you guys know all of this stuff. But once you're ordering to Barbados, then that's okay. Your shipment arrives. When your shipment arrives, Amazon will let you know that it has arrived in Barbados. It will let you know when it has gone to customs, when it has cleared customs. And honestly, I'm finding that any day after it has cleared customs, between the cleared customs date and the date that it is scheduled to arrive, your package can arrive. Because right now, since a lot of y'all are now ordering on Amazon, it seems that there's a backlog for some people when it comes to their orders. So they're pushing off a lot of that backlog. And then other people are still getting some things a little bit early. So like, for example, I had a package that was due June 16th, and eventually it ended up changing to June 29th for delivery. And then I saw that on Wednesday it was cleared from customs, so that would have been the 24th, and it arrived today, the 27th. I got the call, so it didn't stay until the 29th. So I'm just saying, and again, look at that. I ordered something and originally it told me June 16th, and then it updated to June 29th in the back end. So that was almost 3 weeks that I waited for that package, actually. 3 weeks? Well, it's almost a full month I waited for that package. Let me think about this. Yeah, I think I waited like almost a whole month for that package, but it wasn't anything that was like urgent. So I was never like checking for it that kind of a way, because I want it for down inside of July. I want it for down inside of July. I don't know why I'm saying November. And I did say that in the video on Instagram. Maybe I jinxed myself saying, all right, Amazon, I don't need it right now. That was probably me jinxing myself, but it still worked out. It actually just arrived. And some people were asking what the delivery vehicle looks like. Mine was delivered by Passerex, and therefore it came in Yeah, so they have like the bill inside. So mine arrived from Passerex, and the person was driving a white. Oh, I really show you all, and then it look the same when I go up a crop over. Can't have that. Cannot have that. Good. So, but that's a pink outfit for a pink event. Right. So, the package arrived in a white van. The person was driving a white van, plain white panel van. And this time I actually went out to him. And so I saw him take the machine, scan it to make sure that it then says that it's been delivered in the system. And I think they take a picture usually, but I'm not sure if he took a picture just now, but I think they usually take a picture and then they hand over the package. And then I got my package and I came inside and I went back to talking to you guys on this video. So that was me just getting my final package in that original order. I honestly wanted to do a video for you guys this week before Amazon Prime Day, which was on June 26th, and it actually ended Saturday, June 27th at 2 a.m. So that's a little tip as well. If you don't know, Amazon usually uses, I think it is Eastern time, and we are in Atlantic, or they use Pacific time. They don't use Atlantic Standard Time is what I know. And so therefore the 11:59 equates to 1:59 a.m. Yeah, something like that. So you get an extra 2 hours practically into the Saturday for your Amazon Prime Day. So just a heads up for future. You might have missed out the Amazon Prime Day. Don't worry about it. There are going to be sales for July 4th. There are going to be sales for Black Friday. They're going to be back to school sales. Honestly, Amazon is just be sales. And then everything is be practically cheaper than it is in the Caribbean. So like, right? If you need it, you need it. So yeah, so I did order some stuff on Prime Day. My mom wanted something for church, and then she needed something for her back as well. So I ordered those. And I ordered water shoes for my swimming. And yeah, I ordered some other things, but like, not that I need to tell you guys what I ordered, but you know, that's just some of the other things that I got over the yesterday into today. And yeah, I think I answered almost all of the questions that you had for me. Outside is really, really hot. I am hoping that between the rain and the fan that y'all could actually hear me for this whole entire video. I pray to God. And I hope I answered all your questions. Oh, one last thing that I need you to be cognizant of is when you are getting rid of your Amazon stuff, please take off your sticker and rip it up and toss that, and then toss your Amazon packaging. Okay, never just toss your Amazon packaging into the trash with your mailing information on it. This is especially for overseas. I can't say it's a problem or a situation that we know of here in Barbados, but since it's new to Barbados, maybe it's just a problem that ain't come yet. God forbid. Just saying. But what do people say? America sneezes and we catch a cold. So I'm just saying, for security and safety, take your stickers off and rip it up. And obviously don't rip it up and stick it onto the same package. Just rip it up, put it into the trash, and then toss your packaging as well. If you have boxes and they can be recycled, do that. And happy shopping. I hope I answered all of your questions, from zip code to how to use your card to how to enter your information to which billing address to put in your home address, how to put in your home address, how to search on Amazon, how to use the reviews on Amazon. Make sure you leave a review if possible, or also if you read a review and you find it helpful, click the word that says helpful, and it gives a boost to that person's review, letting other people know that this review was helpful to many other people. So you can do that as well. So check the reviews. Make sure you always change the color to what you want. Make sure you change the size to what you want. Remember, the reviews help you with the sizing. Also, if you shop for other people on your Amazon, this is one thing I didn't say. If you shop for other people on your Amazon, you can go into your same little person up at the top and create a profile for yourself where it has in your size and your measurements, your height and everything, so that whenever it is you using your profile on that, even if other family members shop using it, you can have in your profile, and in your profile it knows your shoe size is this, your size is this, and it will give you your recommendations. Not that another family member comes and shops and it kind of skews the information. So it's like one day she was medium, one day she was large, another day she was extra small. Like, what's going on with this girl? Right? So yeah, you can create a profile if multiple people use your account. And that's not a problem. Like, for how much money Amazon costs a year, do it like a meet and turn, like get together with friends, put together, put all the money up and pay for the Amazon Prime for the year. That's an option as well, if you think that you're going to be using it sufficient. And yeah, happy shopping. I hope this helps. I hope I was not speaking too quickly, and it's only now that I'm slowing down in saying that because, again, I speak quickly and I apologize. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions, put it in the comments below. If you did shop because you watched any of the videos on Instagram or on TikTok, you can let me know in the comments below as well. You can let me know how your experience was. You can let me know how the information did help you. And if there is something else that you want me to do as my how-to, just give me a heads up in the comments below. Outside of these videos, just know that you will also see travel stuff. You will see fun stuff because I have a life outside of how-to. And that's it. Have a wonderful day. Bye.